Hello guys, welcome to Haunted Zombie Beginner Series Part 7. In this lecture, we will learn how we can add force or how we can implement the jump functionality through code. So let's go and open up the player script. Okay, first of all, I will create the rigid body variable here. Rigid body, and I will assign the name to it RB. And now I will get the reference of this rigid body. Get component rigid body. Now that's fine. Now I will create a variable for how much jump I want to apply to player. Public float and a jump force, and I will assign here 70 by default, and I can change it through editor. Okay, now I will write the logic for add force, but one thing I want to explain, I will not write the logic, add force logic or physics logic within update, because update runs once per frame, and I will write this logic within fixed update. Like this. Now what's the difference between these two? Update runs once per frame and fixed update can run once, 0 or several times per frame, depending on how many physics frames per seconds are set in the time setting and how fast and slow the frame rate is. Fixed update should be used when applying forces, torques or other physics related functions, because you know it will be executed exactly in sync with physics engine itself, whereas update can vary out of step with the physics engine, either faster or slower, depending on how much of a load graphics are putting on the rendering engine at any given time, which if used for physics would give correspondingly variant physical effects. That's why we use fixed update for physics logic. So let's go. And one thing I will do, I will create a bool variable is jump. By default it will be false. Okay, now here if jump is equal to true, then do what? Then add a force. But before adding a force, first of all I will change the velocity to 0. So let's go. Rigid body dot velocity is equal to vector 2 dot 0. Okay, it's not a jump force, it's a is jump. Okay, when it's true, first of all the velocity will be 0 and then add a force. Rigid body dot add force, and add force will equal to, let's check it out, I will use vector 3 and the force mode. Okay, how can I use it? New vector 2, x will be 0 and y will be jump force, and the force mode will be force mode dot impulse. What is force mode dot impulse? So I will explain it. What is force mode dot impulse? Impulse add an instant force impulse to the rigid body using its mass, and as the description says, this is the entire force divided by mass added all at once. It's for simulating things that accelerate very suddenly like explosions. That's why I'm using this. Now when it will be true, because by default it's false, when the user will press key it will be true. Okay, and here because one time user will press, the is jump will true and player will jump, and then is jump will false, because if I will not do it false, then the player will jump again and again. So that's why it's necessary to do like that. So let's go to Unity and check the code is running or not. So let's go. If I will press the key, oh, the force is applied. Now what I have to do, I have to increase the mass here, like I will do it 12 or I will do it 9. So let's check it, and the drag force will be 0. Okay, now you will see when I will press the use gravity will true. Okay, that's fine, but it's jumping, it's going upward. The reason is what? Mass 9, everything is working well. Let's go to our code and check it. Jump force, this is working well, is jumping, now that's fine. Okay, one thing which I have forgot, which is use gravity dot use gravity will be true. Okay, now that's fine. Now let's check it. Now it's working well. You can see the effects. When I will add the sound, then you will check, and you can change also the perspective of cam, because when I will upload or publish it, I will change its perspective, because this is not good angle of cam. Okay, now our code is working, and what we have learned today, we have learned how we can implement the add jump functionality through code, and you have seen the difference between update and fixed update, because a lot of person do not know about update and fixed updates. So I have cleared it to you, what is update and fixed update and how we can use it and why we use fixed update. So the lecture is done. The one thing you have to do, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and also stay tuned with me for more advanced techniques. Goodbye for now.